Payday, payday, you want payday. I know that rumors afoot that Canelo Alvarez could be leaving PBC. This is what they saying on the internet, and we gonna talk about it. Canelo Alvarez has teased a brand new special announcement regarding his career in less than 24 hours. Tuesday, tune in. Canelo will announce something. Now, different people are speculating as to what that something is. Now, classify this in the ego rumor mill because, listen, I said it and I'm going to keep saying it. PBC, the way they conduct their business is the correct way. They don't get into the rumorville. They don't feed into the rumors. When they have a fight, when they have something to announce, simply put, they announce it. But I told you, it's similar to Apple. That's how PBC works. Apple, they let everybody else talk and speculate what the new iPhone 16 is going to look like, what the features are going to be, what colorways the iPhone 16 will come in. Apple doesn't actually go on their social media handles and feeds and websites and start addressing the rumors. So shout out to PBC for always maintaining a level of professionalism. I think that's one thing that's hurting boxing from getting back to the #1 sport in all of America, and why some people in this new generation don't follow boxing is because boxing is very disjointed, very chaotic, and it's hard to follow. It's not hard for me because I'm the dawn of boxing talk, but it's hard for y'all and it's hard for casuals because at the end of the day, you got certain guys with belts, and then you look in the division, other people have belts, and people are like, hey, how are they in the same division? They both got belts. Versus something like the UFC, you got one guy and he got the belt, that's the man to beat, and then everybody else is pretty much challengers. You also have cold wars and promoters that don't necessarily do business together. This creates different problems because fights people want to see, they don't always get to see, and some people grow frustrated as a result because of that. So Canelo Alvarez, I don't know what his announcement is. Everything at this point is speculation. Until you hear from PBC or Canelo himself tomorrow, it's speculation. However, there's an important reason why I want to address this if it's true. And again, file this under the ego rumor mill. I am just addressing the rumors. I am not stating that they are true because I don't know. And I tell you all the time, if I don't know, then I don't pretend to. So and the thing too with that is I'm a real man. Like this earth, this planet in modern times, it's missing people like me. Last of a dying breed. Real men. Real men do real things. They're congruent with their speech. They say something, they mean it, they stick to it. We live in a different times and society where men don't act like men. And I've always stated that on the channel. And part of being a man, in my view, is patience, just having patience, because life doesn't work on your terms. People want to be successful. Some people could be successful, but they don't wait the allotted time for the universe to present that. They want it to happen when they want it to happen. And let me tell you from experience, that is not how it works. The universe is not on your time. The universe is going to universe and do what it wants when it wants. And you can't do nothing about it but buckle up and enjoy the ride. So part of that patience is in boxing, being ready to wait. I'm perfectly fine waiting to hear from the horse's mouth, Canelo, payday, payday, you want payday. I know that. I can't wait. I'm curious to see what it is, but I'm definitely willing to wait. So regarding the rumors, we'll see tomorrow what it officially is. But I wanted to address what's circling the internet. And that's that Canelo Alvarez, this is the skinny of it, mate. People are saying that Canelo Alvarez wants $35 million guaranteed. Contractually, he's saying that's what he was promised in the contract, but he wants to fight Jermall Charlo. And according to these rumors, PBC is not necessarily keen on him fighting Jermall Charlo because PBC, they're a business, so they're operating as such. They want a fight that can produce revenue. We all know right now in boxing, outside of Canelo in that division, the other it guy is David Benavidez. And then just behind him in terms of the one people are watching for that's on the cusp, David Morrell Jr. But we'll set David Morrell Jr. to the side because he probably has less than 10 fights. He's still early, he's still young. David Benavidez, he's the one that people want to see fight. And the great thing with PBC is often slighted. People say, oh, PBC, they don't make these type of matches. But if you look at it, PBC is the one company that is making these type of matches, meaning like PBC is not going to babysit you. Like you notice Canelo, he had 8+ fights with DAZN, and Canelo Alvarez was out there in some of those fights fighting whoever he wanted. He could have fought Triple G when he first, like that could have been his first 2 fights with DAZN, but he waited, and he waited for Triple G to get older. Hey, no, guys, and Max, guys, this is big drama, right? And he waited till Triple G was about 41 years old and looked suspect versus Steve Rolls and lost to Derevyanchenko on DAZN. And ultimately, you know, he was getting touched up in the Ryota Murata fight. He just didn't look great. Like put it this way. They say ego don't know boxing. Okay. So I got a question for all y'all in the comment section. Let me know this in the comment section right now. Did Triple G, it's a simple question, and simple questions require a simple answer. Did Triple G in any of his DAZN fights look better than the HBO Triple G? And I think we all know the answer to that. I'm going to say it again. And you guys in the comment section, you leave me the comment because I know boxing. That's what I do, baby. Did Triple G on DAZN in any of the fights? So Steve Rolls, Canelo 3, Derevyanchenko, the Ryota Murata, I believe, was picked up by DAZN. Any of his fights. So basically the last fights of his career on DAZN. Did he look better at any of these DAZN fights than when he was fighting on HBO? When he was bullying Martin Murray and knocking out Daniel Gill and stuff and Dominique Wade? Because I seen the whole Triple G saga and Triple G definitely looked better on HBO. But you guys honestly answer the question in the comment section. So Canelo, there was really no reason for him to pick Triple G when he did. Again, at best, if you had a trilogy in store for him, you could have done that when Triple G first got to DAZN, and you had pretty much first got to DAZN because Canelo went to DAZN first. They announced, $365 million and lucrative deal. And then shortly after, guys like Andrade and Triple G came through and signed up with DAZN. And Canelo fought none of them. Meanwhile, David Benavidez fought Andrade. He wanted a big step up. He didn't care who it was, including a style like Andrade. And then he made Andrade quit, stopped Andrade. So tells you what type of time David Benavidez is on. Can't say the same for Canelo. So I don't want to jump the gun because it's less than 24 hours away. But I could tell the reason why I wouldn't be surprised if there is trouble in paradise is because how Canelo moves. Canelo Alvarez would rather golf, and he got business ventures and, sodas and gas stations and collect, cellular phones and stuff like that. He got his businesses going he don't want to fight David Benavidez. The cat's out the bag. He does not want to fight David Benavidez, because if you wanted to fight David Benavidez, then you would have already fought him by now, especially being in your position. So other guys that want fights, they're not in this leverage face of boxing type of position like Canelo, where they could truly call the shots. So people always say, oh, but why didn't Andrade fight someone until Benavidez? Andrade was never in the position Canelo is in as a figure in boxing where he can pick and choose people. He just wasn't in that. And if you pretend he was, then you're stupid and you don't know boxing. So that's the reality of it. Canelo being in his position, having the authority and the sales that he has, he could if he wants. I would happily be proven wrong. If Canelo comes out, which he won't, but tomorrow, if he came out and said, hey, I'm fighting Benavidez Cinco de Mayo, prove me wrong. But I know I'm not going to be wrong because I know how Canelo moves. So I don't know if these rumors are true at all. However, what I will say is, you see this man fighting a 41-year-old head no guys, as I said, back with this pack of zigzags in his back of this weed. It gives me the most meanness I'm seeing. Because I am whoever you say I am. You see him fighting fights way past it that people, and the funny thing about the Canelo fans, some of them are racist, right? Let's be very transparent. And a lot of the racist ones, they love Canelo, but hated Floyd Mayweather, right? They say, oh, Floyd waits till people get old. I just showed you this man fought a 41-year-old Triple G when he hadn't been looking good. But you hate Floyd because you say that Floyd Mayweather waited until people got old to fight him. They said, oh, but Floyd's a cherry picker. But Canelo is the one fighting Average Eardrum or whatever the dude's name was. And then now rumors are suggesting that there's friction and there's a career update. I really believe this, and please print this. Mark this down in the video. If Canelo Alvarez does not announce Benavidez tomorrow, he just don't want to fight Benavidez. Period. Because that's the fight. Benavidez is coming off, like Canelo said, oh, you fight nobody, blah, blah, blah. Right? He said Benavidez fought nobody. He fought a guy that you never fought, that had been calling you out, Demetrius Boo Andrade. And you still don't pick Andrade, Conqueror Benavidez next. Then what does that say about Canelo? I know the Canelo fans, the Chupapi Muñeños, the Cinnabons be mad, but facts are facts. Why do you want to fight Jermall Charlo and you fought him? He's not even in your weight class. Jermall Charlo is his bigger stature brother, not in your weight class. Benavidez and Morrell, they're in your weight class and you're undisputed. So as far as I'm concerned, Canelo, he might as well retire because he's just holding up the division. And the sooner he does that, the sooner boxing will really thrive because the belts will be dispersed and then the people who really want to fight can fight. We'll see what this rumor is and what the official announcement is. I'll leave it at that. But Canelo, you got some splaining to do.